What's up? What's up? What's up, beautiful people? It's Pretty Girl Love Trap content, and I am gathered here to discuss Bel Air Season 2, Episode 2. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. What's up, Demarcus? How are you doing? And yes, we are here to talk about Bel Air and what they had going on this week. Okay, before we get into the show, please do all of the things for your girl. Please make sure you're liking this video, subscribe to my channel. Make sure if you're watching the replay, let's get down in the comments and discuss. And yes, let's have fun in the live chat if you are here. Please, if you have the opportunity to, please share your girl. I'm on a short-term quest of 700 subscribers. So I will appreciate if you guys share with a friend, share with a coworker, share with a family member. You know what I'm saying? Like, support your girl, okay? I don't think I asked for too much, okay? Now, on this good Sunday afternoon, actually evening, child, this day have pretty much flew by, okay? And if you haven't watched my recap of BMF, please do so, okay? What's up, Savannah? What's up, Daria? How are y'all doing? So, y'all, Bel Air, getting a little, revved up or what have you. So we have Willie from Philly, okay? He's over there doing all the things. Of course, he's showboating. He's trying to do all he can to get his team to win, all right? And of course, he's getting into it with the coach, okay? They are not seeing eye to eye, okay? And it's getting kind of close to them possibly losing this game. So he was like, all right, we got to huddle. Will, I need you to go ahead and hand the ball to Kirk so he can make the last shot. And so he was like, I know this basketball, but the math ain't mathing, okay? I am the star. Kirk is not worthy of this last shot. Like, what are we doing here? Okay, and we have Uncle Phil up in the stands. We have, of course, Doc, okay, who I think is shady, all right? And then we also have Jeffrey in the mix, okay? And so, of course, everybody sees him, Will beefing with the coach. And so Uncle Phil was like, I wonder what that's all about. And so Aunt Viv, she quick with the mouth. She was like, you know who can let you know the 411, okay? And we see Jeffrey on the opposite side. And it's looking, I don't know, is it me? He looked it was giving me like weird, creepy vibes. I'm like, Jeffrey, why are you looking like that? Like you trying to kill him. Like, calm down, Jeffrey. Like, you're looking a little too intense for your girl right now. I'm like, Jeffrey, come on, this is a high school basketball game. What are we doing here? I know you're unemployed, but calm down, pump your brakes. Like, chill out. Chill out, okay? We're over here to celebrate Willie from Philly, okay? Demarcus, you said Will and Doc give me Birdie and Kyle vibes from Above the Rim. Definitely Above the Rim vibes. I've been saying that all along because I'm like, what you trying to do? What are you trying to do, Doc? Okay, what are we trying to do here? So, of course, Will gives Kirk the opportunity to win the game. And what happens? Kirk don't do ish, okay? We got another L on the list. I mean, if I'm a betting person, I would have bet on Will. Now, I understand there was double, triple teaming your boy. So strategically, yes, you would give it to someone that's least expecting. But yeah, was Kirk the best decision? Like, do y'all, let me know in the chat, do y'all think the coach is hating or he's simply just trying to do all he can to manage this team? I don't know. I think it's more so he's trying to really honestly show like Will like how to operate. Like there's more to it than just being the ball hog, being the top winner, highest scoring. Like the numbers are perfect, but I understand you have to show, leadership in other ways. But at the same time, I'm like, coach, I would have been on Will. Monica M, hey, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. So, of course, they lose the game, and Will is up to the set, okay? So Uncle Phil, he's going to go to his room, just to console him a little bit. But before so, him and Carlton have a little discussion. So apparently, Carlton is wanting to decrease the dosage for his anxiety. So he's pretty much saying his anxiety pills is causing him anxiety. And we all know what most of us know that's kind of the weird thing about medication. It can either make it worse for your symptoms or give you other symptoms. Like, how many times have we seen those commercials where it's all hunky-dory, everybody's running and jogging and working out in the park, and then at the end you see all the disclaimers at the very bottom, like may cause harmful death, uh bankruptcy. Like, it's a lot. I'm like, come on now, are we supposed to cure, or are we like risking to die? Like, what are we doing? Like, I'd rather take my odds and not take the meds than having an 80% chance of dying. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? DeMarcus, you said Kirk taking the last shot was like when the OG Carlton took the last shot and lost the game. That's definitely facts. Definitely facts. So, Uncle Phil was very transparent. It was like, hey, Carlton, I understand what you're saying. And yes, we're going to consider, what you're talking about. We're going to talk with the doctor, and then we'll come to a decision at that point. One thing I must say, I love the conversations that are happening. I love that the characters are very aware of certain people in certain situations. I didn't notice in Catch, there were a few scenes where, like for instance, when we'll see later when Will was in the club, he knew, hey, let me go ahead and check on Carlton. And I also love when the parents talk to Carlton like, hey, let us know, communicate with us. So I definitely love that. I really hope, if nobody takes anything away from this show, that they can really learn how to communicate with family and with loved ones, and pretty much make them aware that it's okay to express yourself. So Will, he's upset. He was like, the coach is tripping. Like, I am the team. Like, what are we doing here? And of course, your boy Uncle Phil had to turn him down a notch. Okay, he was like, bruh, you sound a little arrogant. Okay, I'm gonna need you to calm that down. And he was like, who was that guy you was talking to? You trying to impress him? So he explains, hey, that's Doc. He has, access to, the top traveling team. And he was like, okay, well, I understand that. I need you to make sure you're understanding and really keeping in mind why certain people are all up in your business. Okay, like, that's one thing about Will. He has a quite bit of arrogance. And he's naive when it comes to certain things, At the end of the day, he's a kid. But even though, he has great qualities, he definitely has his faults as well. Okay. Hey Samara, how are you doing? Thank you for coming through. So we got OG Ashley, Mrs. Hughes, okay? She's over there educating the folks, okay? And, of course, new Ashley, she's on top of it, okay? Because she's enjoying this course. But little old Olivia, Miss Karen Jr. over there, talk about she don't understand. She don't understand the work. She probably fussy. She probably got a good B plus A minus, but that's not good enough for her. And we already know she's the snitch behind Mrs. Hughes getting hemmed up by the faculty. Okay. So of course we not feeling Karen Jr. at this point. Okay. She's one of those spoiled brats who go crying to mommy when she don't get her way. And this is the problem when we face, minorities when they go into certain spaces. It's never good enough. It's never good enough. Like, dang, can I shine for a second? Olivia is definitely a hater. Facts, DeMarcus. A hater. Always got her little way. Got her a pony when she was 5. Went ahead, just got all the things. You saw Taylor Swift last summer. You explored Europe on your spring break. But no, you can't get a B plus in this course and have Ashley outshine you. I'm watching you, Olivia. I'm watching you. I don't trust you. Okay. And so Ashley, she was like, I love the book. Mrs. Hughes, do you have another one? So of course she provides her with another book. Of course, she's a little more hesitant. And you could tell Miss Hughes kind of peeped old Karen Jr. She was just like, let me wait till she walk out the room, okay? Because I already know she was probably snitching. I'm sure her mom is head of the booster club or part of some, club that facilitates things in the school board. We already know money talks up in here, okay? So we see Jazz. He is jamming to one of my songs. Okay, he over there with the Pac. Can you get away? I was like, yes, that's what I'm feeling like. They doing a little something with the music. I see what y'all doing, Bel Air. I'm feeling it. Okay, so she comes in and she made this man a fried tofu sandwich for lunch. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I forgot Jazz is a vegan. Because I was like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here, Hillary? But I guess that's, what he liked to eat or whatnot, okay? So he's eating the tofu sandwich. She's looking all up in his face. He's like, what's going on? We pregnant? Like, why are you up in my face, girl? Well, I got some mayonnaise. What's going on here? She's like, well, I mean, I would like to borrow your vehicle for me and my girls. I mean, what do you say? He was like, my 6'4"? My 6'4". Can you let me ride? Hell no. That's what he pretty much wanted to say. Okay. But of course, with a little begging and coercing, he was like, all right. But I'm like, Hillary, you should have came a little harder than that. You should have came through with some cauliflower mac and cheese or some vegan brownies to go with it. Like, you just can't be making just no sandwich. Like, you don't get just a sandwich at Chick-fil-A or McDonald's. Where my drink, okay? Where my side dish, like Hillary, like you could have been doing a little more, okay? You could have did a little more. What's up, Brillo? Thank you for coming through. What's up, Jacoby? How are y'all doing? So, I love this part. I did not expect this. So when she, gets the vehicle, she was driving it at first, okay? And then of course, Ivy, she had all these plans. She was like, we need to edit this. So I want to drive the vehicle. And of course, Hillary was like, no, I don't think. She's like, I'm not worried about your little boyfriend in his car. I was like, ooh, why gotta be little boyfriend? Like, okay, Ivy, what's up, Detroit? Thank you for coming through. So of course, as soon as your girl starts backing up, we see good old Jazz with some flowers. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, Ivy, girl, get out. Get out. Okay. So of course, your boy Jazz is not happy. Okay. He said he was the only owner of this vehicle. Okay. He granted his boot thing permission to drive the vehicle. That does not include Ivy. Like, I would have been low-key upset as well. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Okay. So of course they have a little discussion. He was like, on the way over here, I noticed on Instagram, like, we the only ones that, well, I'm the only one that made our relationship public. Like, what is going on here? So she was like, well, we have to, keep up appearances. Okay. I have to have the allure of attainability. He was like, oh, okay. So it's okay for these thirsty ass dudes to think you single. She was like, I'm a brand. Okay. I'm like, girl, Hillary, what are we doing here? Like, it ain't that deep. It ain't that deep, girl. You can go ahead and let the people know this your boo. Like, what are we doing? Even Rihanna over here with the ASAP of the Rocky. Like, come on, you can have a relationship. This is not the 90s, okay? Yeah, you are not a rapper. Calm down. But he a little upset because he's not understanding, like, why are you hiding me, girl? Like, what's going on? I know you taller than me about a good foot, but don't get it twisted, okay? Don't get it twisted. Yes, DeMarcus, I agree. Hillary is playing games with Jazz, okay? But I did see in the previews, we kind of get a little peekaboo of her ex. I guess he was in the NFL or what have you. So I don't know if he kind of scorned her a little bit or she just trying to figure out how to, work this dating situation. But Hillary, girl, what are we doing? Why are we playing games? Because if it was on the other foot, it would have been a problem. You would have been the victim. Girl, watch yourself. You're going to talk yourself right out of a good man, Savannah. Okay. So we at school with old Willie from Philly and Carlton. Okay. What's up, Big Wolf? Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. So, of course, Will is upset. All right. And Carlton's pretty much telling Will it's the same thing. Like, you need to understand how to be a leader, by also bringing up your teammates. You can't just be over there. Like, team is very important. We see LeBron over there struggling. He's struggling. Even though I think he is a good example of making his team better. But teams are important, okay? This man he got help, but he don't got no help, okay? So, Will, pipe down. But he ain't trying to hear it. He said, I look good in my uniform and I'm doing good. Like, what else do you want? I said in my head, like, Will, you might as well play golf or tennis or something. Like, you apparently don't understand the fundamentals of a team. But I digress, okay? I digress. So we have Lisa. She's trying to get Carlton to apply for this Founders Award or what have you. And he was like, I don't know. The people with the melanin don't be getting this award, girl. Like, what do you want me to do? And so, he was like, I got to get nominated and I got to get voted by the faculty, staff, and alumni. I was like, God damn. Does some bread come with this award? Like, I don't know. But he was like, yo, I'm just trying to, set a legacy. This is why I want to go to Princeton. He was like, won't you do it, girl? You all up in my girl. She was like, I'm trying to go to Howard. Okay. I was like, okay, boo, shout out to you, Lisa. Go ahead and go to Howard. Meanwhile, Will, he trying to have like a motivational situation after practice, okay? And long story short, Kurt, he was like, bro, I know I done missed a shot. I ain't trying to hear this no more. Like, I'm good, bruh. And he got the nerve to say, Willie from Philly, I don't give a goddamn what you and your hoodlings you do it in Philly, okay? We don't care. See, Will, what you fail to understand, you're writing on this. These dudes are trust fund babies, okay? They are shoo-ins to be underneath their daddies, okay? They're about to be a part of hedge funds, law firms, tech firms. Like, they not riding on this. They not trying to go to college and necessarily for ball, okay? They good. They set. They not tripping. You the one that needs this. But I don't know if he just has the self-awareness or not. But Willie from Philly, these dudes don't need this bread and this opportunity like you do. Okay? I'm just saying. Big Wolf, you said you good. You just finished up your second book. Hope you had a good week. Oh, what book are you reading? Let us sister know. Okay? So they told Will pretty much step off, bruh. Step off. Get this stepping, okay? He's like, oh, that's how it is? Oh, y'all want me on this team? No, they was like, I can take it or leave it. I'm like, this is y'all first time about to possibly make it to the playoffs. But at the end of the day, they don't care. They're not riding for this as Will is. This is Will's opportunity to provide for himself and his mom. Even though low-key Uncle Phil can pay for his tuition for the D1 school or the school of his choice. But he trying to be independent. He trying to be independent. INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? He got his own house. He got his own car. 2 jobs. Work hard. He a bad, bro. He trying to be independent, okay? But he ain't getting no RESPECT. Okay, so Will, he's gonna have to figure this out, okay? You gonna have to figure this out, bro, because Kirk and them ain't feeling you, all right? Now, meanwhile, while they at school, we got the parents talking to the doctor, okay? And they're discussing Carlton and his dosage with his anxiety. And Unc is like, bruh, like, he about to be grown. He about to be grown, and we can't have him all drugged up for the rest of his life, okay? That's not what we're trying to do. And Uncle Phil also thinks that all his anxiety is caused by him. And I'm glad Aunt Viv was like, nah, bro, it ain't all about you. He got girls. He got so many things that we don't even know about possibly that's causing this. And I'm glad Vivian can see that. We need someone that can recognize, like, hey, there's things that our son is going through that we probably have no idea about. So I appreciate Aunt Viv for having that self-awareness because I don't know. Uncle Phil is giving me, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say self-centered, but sometimes it takes Uncle Phil a while to get it. We see him apologizing a few times already in his episode 2, okay? So meanwhile, Ashley at school and don't understand what the white box means, okay? Yes, Will is an idiot, Brillo. I'm just saying. Will, oh Lord. Yeah, Ashley sees Miss Hughes. She got the plant. She probably got, a couple supplies. Did you get some of those good supplies? Because if y'all firing me, I'm taking the good supplies, okay? And apply that to my next position, okay? I'm just saying, all right? So she's like, Miss Hughes, what's going on? What do we have here? She's like, I am no longer a teacher here. And of course, Ashley's like, what? She was like, don't worry about it. You do you. You be the great human that you are. Don't let anyone change you, okay? So that's fine, Miss Hughes. Go on there to Crenshaw High School and go someplace where they're going to appreciate you. I mean, the paperline is good, girl, but go somewhere. Go to a black college. I don't think there's no HBCUs in LA or Cali for that matter. Girl, go on there to Texas. Texas got a few. Louisiana. Well, I don't know about Louisiana. The weather horrible. But yeah, you know what I mean, Miss Hughes. Take your talents to South Beach. Do something. Because they not appreciating you over there at the Bel Air Prep or whatever the name of this damn school is. I appreciate it. Yes, please hit that like button. Okay, it's free to the 99. Okay. So of course, Ashley, she's so depressed. And of course, the parents are inquiring, like, what's going on, boo-boo? And she lets them know that Mrs. Hughes got fired. And of course, Carlton, he's like, for real? So apparently Mrs. Hughes has been a staple in the faculty for the black students. Okay. And I'm like, I love that. Because I don't know, I was getting new teacher vibes for some reason, but it's good to know that she's been with, the school district, I would say, for at least 4 or 5 years or so. Because Ashley's given she's 13, Carlton's like 17. So at least 4 or 5 years. Okay. So, of course, as we know, Aunt Viv ain't taking nothing lying down, okay? She was like, oh, really? Oh, really? What they not going to do is play in our face, okay? We already lacking with the melanin over here in Bel Air. So I'm going to see about these people, okay? I'm going to go ahead and go to the Parental Advisory Board and see what they talking about. So I was like, all right, power to the people, ma'am. Power to the people, okay? What's up, Big Wolf Status? She said you're an author. You're finishing up writing and writing it. My photo as my pick is your new book called Night Owls. My last book was about a story of my life in Detroit. Oh, I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. I appreciate that. I appreciate that information. Yes, good luck on finishing your book. Shout out to you. Okay. Also, shout out to Miss K as well. She's an author. I have both of her books, so I love to see authors up in here in our space. Okay, so please support Big Wolf if you don't mind. Where can we get your book? Okay, let us sister know, let everybody else know, because we would definitely support you at the trap. Okay. Monica M, you said Will wasn't trying to be independent for real. He wants to be hood when it's convenient. He had moved out, talking about I'm with my people. You saw he was still going to Bel Air Academy. Yes. I mean, we know he fake independent. Because I know, is that a public school? I'm sure tuition is involved, sir. Let me know. Do y'all think the high school is a public school or a private school? You right, girl. He fake independent. Fake independent, okay? Lying to us. Meanwhile, he gets, messages from Jackie because, he trying to get information on good old Doc, okay? Because we know she peeped like, I got some details on Doc. So I was trying to figure out how she was, connected to Doc. I'm like, Jackie, can we trust you? Because I like the last Jackie, aka Tyra Banks. Like, can we trust this new Jackie? Let me know in the chat, okay? DeMarcus, not you calling out Will. Yeah, he does have his phony ways for sure. Savannah, you said West Philly, born and raised on the playground is where I spend most of my days. Yes, oh yes, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, on shooting some b-ball outside of the school. One couple of oh my God, don't y'all miss the 90s where we had all the fire theme songs? Don't get me wrong. The 70s was fire too. We had good times. We had moving on up. We definitely missed, I can say, the good theme songs, okay? Now, I will give 50 Cent his props in all the power shows. They definitely be giving us the good theme songs. But I miss those days, okay? So, now y'all have to clarify this for me, okay? So, did he, message Jackie on social media? Because this text message thread is confusing the hell out of me, okay? He talking about, hey, Jackie, this Will, met you at Venice. Okay, if I call you. And then she gives him her number in the thread. But it looks like it's a text message thread. So I'm like, if you already have her number and she dropping her number, like, I feel like my grandparents or something. Like, what am I missing? Like, didn't you have her number to ask her for? Like, what am I doing? What am I missing, y'all? Am I being slow? Am I being slow this Sunday evening? I was so confused. I'm like, you just communicated with her. Like, this looks clearly like an iPhone thread, not like a message or anything. I don't think this is like a Snapchat, or this is definitely not IG. Like, I'm confused. I'm confused on this whole situation with getting her phone. You said probably Messenger Samara. Okay, I'm gonna just chalk it up to that because it don't look like it. It don't look like it, but I haven't been on Messenger in years, so. Okay, you saying WhatsApp Suburbia. Hey, Suburbia, thank you for coming through. Yeah, I haven't used WhatsApp in a while either. My phone, it don't look like that in my phone. But okay, go off. You saying Yahoo Messenger, Marcus. Okay, I guess. I'm gonna just chalk it up to TV land and social media, okay? Not AOL's Vanna. Who the next person? What the next thing somebody else gonna say? Huh? MySpace. MySpace. Who was on MySpace, y'all? I didn't get down with the MySpace. I don't know. Maybe I felt I was too cool for that. But anywho, Willie from Philly, like, you supposed to have a little swagger. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate him being out front about his intentions. But as soon as he gets on the phone with old girl, well, it seems like you got some information on Doc. Like, they pump your brakes. Ask me how my day was, what I ate for dinner. Like, come on, Willie from Philly. Come on. Rule that. So she was like, well, I could possibly give you some information. I'm going to need you to kind of holler at me in this after hour spot in Inglewood. I said, ooh. He was like, well, how late you talking? She was like, well, if you got a bedtime, let us listen know. I said, where your parents at? You giving me real, like, Destiny from Original Power. Like, where your people's at? Are you living with your uncle? Like, let me know where your parents at, girl, because why you over here at the after hour spot, seemingly on a school night? So the parents talk to Carlton, okay, and they allow him to, lower his dosage. And they was like, okay, you can start tomorrow, but please communicate with us. If you don't think it's working, please let us know. It is okay for us to go back to your original dosage. So I really enjoyed and loved this conversation because we already know, if you an 80s baby like me, we wasn't getting those type of conversations. Okay, I came up on a be quiet because I told you to. Okay, I grew up in the I told you to and I said so era. Okay, we wasn't getting the transparency and the communication in the 80s. Not at all. We wasn't getting no answers from the parents. Okay, so I definitely appreciate it, and I hope for the people in the back, for the parents in the back who are the I said so and I told you so era, please take note with Uncle and Aunt Viv, because that's how you handle a parental relationship. Okay, I'm just saying. So Carlton, he's hella happy and excited that he gets to lower his dosage, even though I'm a little scared. Okay, I'm a little nervous for Carlton. He says he's in a good place, but I feel like he's going to be spiraling again, as we saw in the previews. Like, I feel like Carlton, the Lord's still working on him. Okay. Meanwhile, Aunt Viv, true to her word, okay, she go to the parental board and she's like, so what are we doing about this Miss Hughes situation? Okay, she is one of the only Black people that we entrust, okay, to educate our youth. Okay, so of course they got to come back. Well, she has had multiple violations when it comes to our, our curriculum. And so she's telling the people, like, all these Black authors that, she has exposed Ashley to. And of course, all these Karen just like, I don't care. They're drinking their Starbucks. Like, I don't care. What are these people? What are these people? We don't care about that. Like, no. No. Viv, this, I love this speech, but it's definitely going in one ear out the other. Okay, they're not trying to hear it. She said, we need Mrs. Hughes, okay? And of course, we had one teacher was like, hey, it's our duty as educators to really just be forward thinking. But of course, they're overruled by all of the Karens, okay? So she ends up walking out because they ain't trying to hear. I was like, yes, let's pump this up and amp this up a notch, Aunt Viv. Go to the superintendent or wherever we got to go to. Because I don't know if we need Mrs. Hughes back. I mean, we need her back, but do she even want to be back? Because if y'all embarrassed me and fired me, I don't know. I don't know about my pride. I don't know. Let me see what them check stubs looking like before I make a decision, okay? Savannah, I can't recall what medication Carlton was on. I'm not sure if it was the same thing that he was sniffing last season. I don't know. But let's go ahead and pray for Carlton on this Sunday evening, okay? Oh, thank you, DeMarcus. I appreciate it. My bad. I didn't mean to be on mute. Dang. I don't even know when I got on mute. So I'm gonna just start off with the Jeffrey and Uncle Phil situation, okay? So he goes to Jeffrey and pretty much let him know, like, I'm sorry, come back home. And I don't know if y'all heard me when I was discussing and just talking about how I appreciate the balance of the healthy conversation and dialogue that we are seeing with Bel Air. Of course, like I said, I love the toxic pow pow shoot 'em up drug dealer shows, just like the rest of us. But I definitely appreciate the balance that Bel Air is providing us, with this healthy dialogue, with, healthy, not drug ridden, not, Black people that's out here selling drugs, or these people that are healthy, tax paying citizens that's having these healthy conversations about their emotions, holding themselves accountable. Like, I definitely appreciate all this because, it's a balance. Okay. Yeah, we can watch Housewives of Atlanta or Power and BMF, but I love Bel Air for what it provides. Just healthy Black folk. Okay. Not keeping their head above water. Shout out to Good Times. Okay. But Uncle Phil pretty much tells Jeffrey, like, yo, bro, I'm sorry. My bad. I said some effed up stuff. I was wrong. He pretty much says, I apologize, okay? And then he says something that is so important. And I challenge you, if you watching this, he said, how are you doing? Now, don't get me wrong. We say that in passing to each other. We make small talk, with coworkers, family members, friends. But how are you doing? That is such an important question. Like not no fake girl, how you doing? No, how are you doing? Like he meant it. How are you doing? So I love that about this conversation. And so they discussed his son Frederick and the arrangement. Now I remember the original Frederick episode in the original show, and that was hilarious to me. I forgot all about that. So I want to know exactly the arrangement they are referring to when it comes to his son. And I hope we explore that in the future episodes, because I'm like, what arrangement we got going on? Okay, let us sister know. If he over there across the pond, let us sister know what's going on with the old Frederick, okay? Hey, Suburbia. You said, boo, how did you turn out, pretty girl? Because I said so works. Does it? I mean, I turned out well. I feel, what do y'all think? Okay. Put a one in the chat if y'all think I turned out pretty well as a person and a human being. Okay. Let me know. Okay. But at the end of the day, the I said so parents left a lot of trauma with their kids. Okay. I'm just saying. It worked because I tried hard as a person. I took a lot of accountability, a lot of responsibility. You know, I went to school, I got my education, I got good jobs, I looked out for people. I feel like I'm overall a great person in my real life. Okay. So that takes work, but it takes some sense of tenacity as well. But at the end of the day, that don't work out for everybody. But I do feel that these kids these days are soft as hell, okay? Don't get it twisted, okay? We struggle, okay? In my live early with BMF, I talked about our TV dinner struggles, okay? These kids got it too good. My nephew over here eating Chick-fil-A. We ain't had no Chick-fil-A money. We barely had McDonald's money. How many times y'all heard, I ain't got no McDonald's money from your mama? Knowing darn well she had McDonald's money because they was constantly getting money from her friends, family, and loved ones for our birthday, Christmas, all the holidays. Yet we have yet to see any of that bread they were so-called holding for us, because we wasn't deemed responsible 8 or 9-year-olds to hold the $10 that Aunt Lucy gave us for our birthday. But I digress, okay? I digress, all right? Yes, DeMarcus, learn behavior. I mean, we go back to Darwin, okay? I don't have to bring out my psychology books. But it's known that the way someone develops in terms of who they are is 50% nature versus nurture, okay? It's how they're innately designed to be as a person in combination of how they're raised. So, but I was raised pretty good. I wasn't over there rich. I had no silver spoon, okay? But I had a great childhood nonetheless, okay? So Uncle Phil asked your boy to come back home, okay? And I'm like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. We need Jeffrey back in the mix. Okay, we need Jeffrey. You not playing, okay? But he also mentioned, like, you knew I was gonna be pissed off when you told Willie from Philly about his daddy, okay? And you know me better than anybody else, and you knew I was gonna be pissed. So you really had good reason to go against my will. And of course, that's when we get into the Frederick conversation, what have you. Now I'm like, yeah, you ain't stupid, Uncle Phil, because not near person on Indeed or that's going to hand you any paper application is going to really qualify like good old Jeffrey. Okay, you don't just fire no Jeffrey off no BS like that. I'm just saying, what we doing here, Uncle Philly? Big Wolf status. You said we ate beanie weenies with red Kool-Aid and sat our butt down somewhere. Yes, we had a simple life. Okay. We had what? I mean, we call it rice, franks, and beans. You know, you cut up the hot dogs with some pork and beans and some rice. Like, rice was a savior in the Black community, okay? We had rice and eggs. We had rice and hot sauce. We had rice and butter. I'm just saying. These kids don't know nothing about no struggle. All they want to do is eat Chick-fil-A, hibachi, and go to Starbucks. Anywho, so Will trying to sneak out the house, and of course Carlton, he over there peeping. And he was like, well, what do we have here? You know, it's only one way to sneak out the house without being on cameras. I was like, oh, do share. I'm just curious and nosy. Like, how are you able to sneak out this big behind house? And if there's a loophole, I'm going to need Jeffrey to get up on it because we got too much bread up in here, too much artwork, and too much house to be having a way to sneak out without triggering the alarms. I'm just saying. I don't like that at all. Oh, God. So we go to this little after-hour spot in Inglewood. And, of course, Jazz is like, all right now. I'm going to need y'all to act accordingly, behave, act like you got some home training because y'all better not be over here drinking or nothing because I'm going to take your behinds out of here, okay? We up in here in South Central and we ain't playing no games. This is not Bel Air, all right? So immediately, you know, this one little chick, she peeped Carlton. He was like, I don't know. She a little pretty. Like, I don't know. Will was like, go on over there, cuz handle that, all right? Not to be confused with Cousin the Crips. Okay, I'm just saying that's his cousin, okay, for all the Crips that's listening. What's up, BB? Thank you for coming through. So, of course, Will, that's what I was thinking too. Inglewood, always up to no good. Shout out to Tupac, okay? So, Will, he meet up with Jackie, okay? She, you know, doing him. First of all, Will, I don't know if he thought he was on You Got Served or Stomp the Yard or what, but he was giving like real like face, like they have a little challenge duel situation. I'm like, Will, calm down. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you got swag or not, Will? I mean, you pulled Lisa, but that wasn't hard to do because she was just with Carlton. So that don't really speak highly of your game or not. But I'm just saying we need to do better with the swag, okay? So she was like, all right, boy, I got to teach you a little something, something. So let me go ahead and throw this thing in a circle and show you what that thing do, okay? So they over there on the dance floor. Meanwhile, Carlton, he got 2 honey dips. I said, what 2 honey dips, okay? So while and Miss Booty Action, Will was like, all right, let me check on my cousin real quick. So he was like, oh, you know, Brittany and Shalonda, they over there, they thirsty. He was like, you got 2 of them? You got both of them, bro? He's like, I'm proud of you, bro. Are you good? Are you sure? Like, I love that. They're really trying hard to let us know, hey, they're checking on each other as family members. So I really do love that because we don't do enough of that in real life. And so Carlton was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm chilling. We got to come back. I said, Carlton, we better catch your Raggedy behind, Green behind, up in here without Will or Jazz. Like, I don't know. I don't trust Carlton. He may try to come through tomorrow. And yeah, it's going to turn out terribly wrong. So Carlton, tread lightly, bro. I don't need to see you over there in the bathroom stall doing lines again. Okay, sir? Please. We don't need that. We don't need that at all. Okay? Hey, Big Wolf, you say you try to send your book info, but it wouldn't let me. Really? How did you try to send it? If not, my email information should be in the description box. All right. Yes, Will is hella goofy. Like, come on now, you're doing too much. Hey, VKJTV, Honey Dips, New Yorker, LL. I'm just saying, that's classic Honey Dip. Okay. Thank you for coming through. So they over there having a good time. You know, Will over there, you know, you got serving it up. All right. And so Jackie, her little face screwed up real quick. He was like, girl, what's going on? Well, my uncle is behind you. And of course, dun, 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 her uncle ends up being Doc, okay? He's like, let me go talk to the young gangster, okay? I'm like, oh, Lord. This is going to be a whole hot mess. A whole hot mess, okay? So he talks to Will pretty much like, hey, can you handle the truth? Good, sir. Okay, your game is pretty weak. How can a D1 prospect transfer to Bel Air mid-school year? Like, what's your story, bro? Like, we trying to get all up in the Kool-Aid, okay? We trying to go ahead and get all in the biz naive, okay? So he was like, what's going on? Where your daddy at? Where your mama at? Like, did she kick you out? He's like, nah. But that daddy, he a deadbeat. I was like, yes. Are we gonna see him again? Are we gonna see his daddy? Cause he need to come correct next time, okay? He needs to come correct. So he was like, all right, Will, I'm gonna need you to spice it up on the court, okay? Because we got AAU over here, okay? We can go ahead and get you seen, but you need to make sure you're winning these games, okay? Who gives a damn what the coach talking about? The NBA ain't worried about no coach and what they telling you. I'm like, well, college and the NBA does appreciate, tenacity and what have you. But at the end of the day, they do want somebody that can follow directions, okay? So I don't know. It's definitely big above the rim action. I don't know what's about to happen. But yes, we got to look out at old Doc because I don't trust him. I don't trust it at all. Oh, my God. He's giving me, what is that dude name from Houston? That be all up in the mix. He in the mix with the, dang. Babe, what's his name? Huh? No. Rap-A-Lot Records. Yes. Doc is giving me good Jay Prince vibes over here, okay? Like, what are we doing here? We trying to smooth talk the young fellas. Monica Emmy said her inviting Will there was a setup for him to talk to Will. Exactly. Put a one in the chat if you think we can trust Jackie. Like, I want to like Jackie, but I don't trust her because at the end of the day, you're going to look out for your family. And I feel like, one, you probably living with your uncle because where your parents at? Why are you up in this spot? And he ain't tripping at you in this spot. Let me find out good old Doc on this spot. Are you also a club promoter? Let us sister know. He seems like the type of dude that got be hands everywhere. But Will, he taking note. And I'm like, Will, see, this is the part about Will. You just being hella naive. Like, yeah, you from Philly, but you really wasn't in the streets. You really wasn't with beating Siegel with him, getting it down. What did he tell him? Get down and lay down. You wasn't doing that, okay? Because Vi was on that ass. And she had you up in that house. I'm just saying, Willie from Philly, I don't know. Sound good. It sounds good, but you too naive. Like you acting slow. You acting real slow, but he thirsty. And I understand that it's important for you to get into a D1 school. But the low-key hood rat in me is like, shoot, I got a rich uncle. He gonna pay for my tuition if all else fails, okay? Darn well Uncle Phil will write that check. I'm just saying. DeMarcus, you said Zeke had more games than Will. Oh, Lord. Shout out to Zeke. We'll probably see his funeral next week. R.I.P. So we got Jeffrey back in the house. Everybody's welcoming Jeffrey. He's back. He on it. We're already clocked in. Oh, y'all need to take y'all little raggedy behind to school. Okay, y'all late. I was like, that's what I'm talking about, Jeffrey. We don't waste no time for fake ones, okay? We don't waste no time. And look at that color combo on the melon. I'm just seeing the burnt orange with the teal. Yeah, I'm about to have some good outfit inspiration, okay? I'm definitely about to find me some burnt orange and teal in that closet because that color is coloring, okay? I'm feeling that, okay? I must say, the wardrobe, hair, makeup, fire, no complaints out this show. They are doing a thing. Peacock, thank you for the budget. Okay, I'm just saying. Big Wolf, you said can't trust them. Plus with Will not being savvy, they're gonna stick him with a lawsuit or something. Yeah, they're gonna get Will caught up. And I love the fact that Uncle Phil, he peep a real game. Like he ain't stupid. So best believe Jeffrey's first assignment back on the job is gonna be investigating good old Doc, okay? And I'm sure that folder is gonna be thick. Because I know Doc is in all types of stuff, steaming all the way from the 80s. Watch what I say now. Watch what I say. We're about to have some intel on good old Doc in about 1-2 episodes, okay? So Ashley is asking, her mom about an update on Mrs. Hughes. She was like, yeah, apparently, somebody done snitched on her. But of course, we know it's Karen Jr. because she couldn't get her way. She can't be the class pet. She's snitching on Miss Hughes and got her fired, okay? But mama also said, like, hey, you got to pretty much buck the system, okay? We ain't got time over here. If no one disrupts the system doesn't change. So, of course, Carlton, he got that spinning in his head because he over there in the Black Student Union talking big-ish. So he's like, oh, I'm going to use that when I get to school. Thank you, mama. Meanwhile, Reed is ghosting her. And don't y'all peep every little chance Uncle Phil is like, I could talk to him. I know he waiting to put hands on Reed. I know he wait. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to see too much of the violence, but I just want Uncle Phil just him old blue eyes up real quick. Like, let him know we not playing over here. Stop playing with my wife. I'm just saying. Can we get that? Are we gonna get that, writers? Please let a sister know. Meanwhile, I don't know. Like, Hillary is definitely finessing. Definitely finessing your boy Jazz. Okay, she was like, I apologize. Shout out to Anita Baker. I apologize. I'm sorry, boo, for not making us public. I just want to let you know I'm not ashamed of you. So to prove that to you, I'm going to introduce you to my parents as my man, okay? And he's like, all right, cool. Which? She's like, oh, they at the door. I'm like, come on, that's messed up. You don't throw nobody for no loop like that. This man don't have time to mentally prepare. Like, you already know you can't come up to the banks as half stepping, okay? One, most daddies thinking that no man is good for their daughters. Two, this Jazz. They probably not thinking, he's worthy. Even though he's a good man, he got a business. But we already know. I think that was messed up. I feel like she should have given more time. But she's trying to slide. She's trying to finagle her way into this relationship. And I'm like, all right, Jazz gonna peep game, but he probably gonna leave you, girl. You playing games. Like I said, we got Riri over here with the ace of the Rocky. There's no reason for you to be hiding Jazz. Stop playing. Meanwhile, Carlton over there motivating the people, the Black Student Union, okay? And he's upset. He was like, I understand we talking about the middle school, Miss Hughes, but this affects all of us. And of course, everybody has their own experience with Miss Hughes. She's pretty much been very pivotal in their, educational values and what have you. So they, like, all right, let's go ahead and do a blackout, which is a walkout. And of course, everybody was like, all right, cool. We gonna go ahead and walk the hell out of these classes. Tell these people we ain't playing around. Meanwhile, y'all see this teacher on this screen. Miss Bassam over here was like, oh, pump your brakes. Because you know what I think her problem is? She don't want to lose her job. She don't want to lose her job. She was like, all right now, all that, play in the meeting room is cute. But I'm going to need y'all not to be doing too much ruffling these feathers because Miss Hughes was number one. They're going to be looking at me next, and I ain't got time, okay? I got trips planned. I got a hair appointment. I don't got time. I need to keep my job. So I'm going to need y'all to calm down. And remember, Carlton, this is on your reputation. I'm going to need you to be careful because we already know he's thinking about this Founders Award. So he's like, dang, I can't be over here Malcolm Xing in it. And I'm trying to go ahead and play nice with the white heat teams. So, of course, he's stressed out. He was like, all right, Will, change your plans. We need to cancel this blackout. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. And Will was like, nah, we need to go ahead and do this. Like, chill out. Come to my game, and you're going to see. You're going to see how my new mindset, because Willie from Philly is back, baby. I'm like, Will, shut up. Will, shut up. Ain't nobody got time. Let's see here. DeMarcus, you say, I wish Uncle Phil would have thrown Jazz out of Hillary House like the OG Bel-Air. Because we suing people today. Okay? We are suing the folk. Oh, Lord. We ain't got time for no lawsuits, okay? I like Jazz, but I don't put nothing over nobody, okay? I'm just saying. We are definitely in a suing era. So, of course, Will, he not feeling the coach again. So they have another huddle. Meanwhile, he doing his thing all game. Y'all see they up 15 points. So we need to talk about this, okay? Because hey, Keith, thank you for coming through. You said, LOL, man. Will can't dance. Yeah, he definitely was all the way in the you got served. Like, I'm like, what we doing here? What no Marion is going on up in here? Come on, Will. This is not how we do it. Like, no, we don't do that. No. You're supposed to be showing these people what they do in Philly. And that's not it, bruh. So he over there upset because yet again, the coach wants Kirk to take the final shot. Now, I get it. I don't feel like Kirk is worthy. But I think the coach don't want a Miss Hughes situation, okay? He don't want to get a ring-a-ding-ding from Kirk's daddy because he not getting no shine, all right? But I'm like, Will, why you tripping? It's 37 seconds left in the game, and we up 15. Let raggedy ass Kirk get his last shot. Why you tripping? But he all the way here got Doc in his head. And Doc told you winning is the only thing that matters. You still gonna win even if he missed a shot. There's 37 seconds left. There's at least 2 possessions left in this game. 3 if you stretch it. Couple fouls, couple more points. You never know. But at the end of the day, they not about to come up, bro. You still winning the game. So why you tripping, Willie from Philly? So Will was like, I'm literally going to take matters in my own hands. So he ignores the coach. Kirk over there, I'm open, Will. What are we doing here? Will's like, nah, bro. So he makes the shot. Of course, the other team not feeling it. But of course, he good. He Gucci. And they win the game, of course. But I'm like, Will, like, why you set tripping? Let Kirk take his raggedy shot. You still up by 15, bro. I'm just saying. It makes no sense, okay? Monica M., you said Kirk's dad probably the richest dad on the team. Yes, and I'm thinking they trust fund babies. They don't care. It just look cute. Mr. Jones said, okay, PG, nor basketball. I'm just saying, I got basketball in my blood, okay? My dad played in the Rutgers. My cousin played college ball. My mom was a coach, referee, player. That's how my mom and my stepdad met, really on some like loving basketball-ish. Like, my uncle was in the first basketball All-American team for McDonald's before they really made it official. Like, is in my heart, okay? It's in my heart. Okay, you can't. I'm just saying. But yeah, I know a little something, okay? Big Wolf status. You said something's up with the coach. Definitely. I don't trust him. Because I low-key feel like it's some hateration there. I can understand if you're trying to teach Will on how to be a leader, but I feel like something ain't clean in the milk with the coach. Like, what's up, bruh? What's up? Because you know Kirk is trash. Y'all want to make it to the playoffs, right? Y'all just going to have to respect Willie from Philly. Like, there's a way to go about things. Like, the coach ain't hitting on nothing. But we going to have to see what develops in the next episodes. Hey, Daria, what's up? So, of course, after the game, peeping, Will embracing Doc, okay? And so he's like, let me take my behind. Let me take my muscles over here to see what's going on. So the coach was like, Will, come on, locker room. I'm like, oh, yeah, he about to hear it. He was like, nah, I'll be there in a minute. Nah, Uncle was like, going over there to your team, bro. I got business to talk about with Mr. Old Doc over here. Yeah, I'm Will's guardian. So the next time you need to communicate with Will regarding his career, I need to be involved, okay? Keep me abreast of the situation, okay? He was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? He was like, what's going on? You recruit? He said, yeah, recruiter, scout, I'm like, now when somebody talking about, and their credentials, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, you can't trust them. But he did have a card and gave Uncle Phil the card. So Uncle Phil about to slide that card over good old Jeffrey, because we got to go ahead and do the investigations, okay? I can't wait to know what they find out about good old Doc. But I already know Will is going to give Uncle Phil a hard time because he think he know it all. And they're going to have a whole little blow up over this whole Doc situation. I don't know how Jackie's going to be in the mix, but it's going to be a whole hot mess. I'm just saying. Whole hot mess. All right. So Marcus, can I hoop? Not really. I mean, I told my mom in the 6th grade that I was thinking about playing basketball, and what did I find in the driveway the next day? Literally a whole goal. I was like, dang, woman, pump your brakes. I said I was thinking about it. But no, I never played ball. I did cheerlead a little bit, but yeah, that just wasn't my thing. It was just too much running and exercise and sweating. I think I was a little too bougie for all of that. I was a little too bougie for that. And then I didn't want to be like practice after school. Like, I was the type of person in high school and middle school, like when the bell rung, let me go home, eat my food, and watch Jerry Springer with grandmom, okay? That's how I was rolling. I wasn't about staying to school to 4:30, 5 o'clock. Next thing I know, I'm home doing homework, got to take a shower, and it's time to go to bed again and go to school. Like, no. I got to plan my day accordingly, okay? I need me time. I know I'm 12 or 13, but I need my me time, okay? So I wasn't all the way about the extracurricular activities in school. Not until college. College is when I really started getting involved with things. But yeah, I mean, I probably can do a little shotting, but sweat, ugh. I can't sweat out these edges. Y'all see these edges? Not I. Okay. But yeah, that was pretty much the episode. It was pretty good, pretty decent. Episode 3 is available in certain spaces, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna probably watch that tomorrow. My review for that is probably gonna have to be Friday or Saturday. Like I said, I'm going out of town next week, so I'm gonna have to switch up my schedule a little bit. But please keep up with the community tab, because I will definitely keep y'all abreast of when I'm gonna be doing these reviews. Because yeah, I need to make sure we communicate about these new episodes. Hey, Monica M, you said anyone can make a card. That coach is doing bets on games, I bet. He don't act like he is from Philly. I'm from New York, and I would have known what's up. For real, for real. Girl, what part of New York you from, girl? Let me know. What part of New York you from, girl? Let me know. Thank you, DeMarcus. I appreciate it. Thank you, Samara. I'm just saying, Will definitely, he belong in Bel Air. I mean, the way he be carrying on and being all just naive, like, but Vi, she kept him in that house. He was playing ball and he was in that house. He went out in them streets, okay? He was not out with Beanie of the Seagull and Meek Mill and them. He was not doing all that, okay? Willie from Philly, but that really don't count. That really don't count, all right? Y'all make sure y'all please liking this video. Please make sure you're subscribing to my channel. Let's see here. Are you from the Bronx and Long Island? Okay. I got people in the Bronx. Long Island, it's kind of too far. Okay. I'm from Harlem. If you didn't know, I'll be up there next week. I cannot wait to dig into some BBQs, y'all. If you never heard, let me know. Have you heard of Burger and Lobster, Monica M? Let me know if you up on Burger and Lobster. Let a sister know. Because I can't wait. That's really why we going up there is for the food, low key. I love my family, but it's really the food. It's really the food, y'all. Hey, Mr. Jones, what's up? What's up, y'all? Let me know what y'all rate this episode before I get out of here. Give me a 1 to 10 situation. I'll go first. I'll give it a good 7. It was cute. I want to see a little more develop. Of course, I'm not going to ask for too much because it's episode 2, but it was real cute. Suburbia Jones, you still on that? Do you have kids? Are you telling your kids because I said so? Because you're really holding it strong. And I'm not saying it's wrong. Because don't get me wrong, I catch myself on the I said so tip, but I feel like it needs to be more than I said so in certain situations. Not saying as a parent you got to explain yourself, but my point was it's good to be able to communicate and be transparent about certain things because at the end of the day, you want to make sure your kids are being heard, especially in today's age where we have social media and we have so many influences that's outside of the home that can really infiltrate your child's mind. I feel like it's important to make sure that first step, that first influence, that positive influence needs to be in the household. As we say, a lot of racism from other kids, if you will, wink, wink, stems from not necessarily in school, things stem from in the house and what they're told at home and what they're taught at home. So that's what I'm meaning. Like, I need communication. I think communication is important. But don't get me wrong, I do catch myself saying, because I said so. Because sometimes we tired. We ain't got time. We ain't got time. We ain't got time. Okay. You give it a 5.5, Monica M. I'm not mad, Mr. Jones. Daria, y'all said 7. You said good night. We'll see you on Wednesday, 8:15. Yes. I'm not sure if you know, Daria, I am taking a quick break on Power reviews until Snowfall and Bel Air go off because there's a lot of shows going on. Of course, there's a lot. Okay. So I am taking a break. I am contemplating probably, doing certain other shows on Wednesdays at 8:15. But for now, Power is on a pause until about May or so. But I will be on Miss K's channel at 8:30. Please catch me on Rwanda and Miss K's channel. We'll be discussing this most recent episode of BMF. So please tune in for that after this. So get y'all something to drink, go to the bathroom, do what y'all got to do. In about 20 minutes, you'll see me on her channel. We're going to chop it up. We're going to chop it up, okay? But yeah, I appreciate y'all coming through for real, for real. Have a great week. Have a blessed week. Have a productive week. And I will see you guys shortly. Toodles.